Hello everyone and welcome to Ravensberg. So this is my new series. Just going to concentrate on farming I think to start with and get some logging done. Now feedback from the last couple of weeks has been really good, so I think, like I said, this is the type of video I want to do. So we're going to start a new series running that in line with Oak Hill. It's not an English map, which is different for me. Not really done a non-English map properly before anyway. So let's have a look at the yard. I've set a few things up already, which I'll explain as we go round. I've kept some of the starting equipment, like the sprayers and the fertilizers. We've got seed tanks, liquid storage tank. We have a silo. This is lime storage, yep. Our farmhouse. I've kept this case. I've never used really a case before. I'm not really sort of into the way that they look, but I've kept it because it's a decent horsepower. So it'll do for things like cultivating, etc. 170 I think. Chickens, silo. There's nothing in the silo when we start. I'm on new farmer mode on normal economy. I've turned the traffic off. Obviously you can have it on. But I've turned it off because I've set up just a little wee auto drive from the shop to here and back. And I did it with a logging trailer, which I'll go over and you can maybe just see it just through there. Ready in my little forested area. Cows, I think this is, yeah. Interesting. So I've started with a couple of fields. I've not gone and started with what we would usually have, which is 9 and 10. I've kept 9 because that looks like a good root crop field. There's plenty of space around it. But I've gone for a forest, I've gone for a big field, field 5, 2 grass fields in the farm. I think that's pretty much standard, what we can start with actually. Don't think we need more than that. So my plan today is to start felling those trees over there because that big area can be good, useful area for sort of extra storage with lots of room. It's quite tight, this yard. So, and also the grass field here. It's not really a grass field, look at the state of it. So we're going to go and get our plough. I've got that ready to go. I haven't set it to come to the yard, which I would. I'm just worried because I went for the 2410 John Deere plough because it's bigger. Because I'm lazy. I don't think it would actually make it around some of the corners through town, so we're going to go pick that up now and drive it ourselves. So let's hop in. So I went for a T8 New Holland. I think I'll have a lot of New Holland stuff on this farm. I'm actually quite liking that at the moment. I like the blue. I changed the rim colour to black because I think it looks beastly. I've not decided to go for the highest horsepower, although this is 380 horsepower, I think. And as you can see, we've got the crop sensor on the front because there was a couple of comments that were made to me before on my Oak Hill saying that I should add precision farming. And I've been doing it on Scross multiplayer, so I'm actually quite enjoying it. So let's get that added and get that done. So let's get back to the farm. I want to get these grass fields up and seeded as soon as, so that it's ready to cut. Now this map is fully Maize Plus ready. It's that version. I'm not sure even if you can have it without that version unless you have the factories. However, Farming Agency Edition, I don't think I would really play without it now because I just like it so much. I think it really adds value and creation and imagination to the game, and yeah, it's I don't think I could go back to the previous ways. And like I said, this is a really pretty map as well. So just heading on through the town and attention to detail in the way that the landscape is, how it kind of undulates is really, really good. Really pleasant. So I have to be careful with this plough because it's got some sort of imaginary collision about a metre behind it, I found out. So let's head to this grass field first. Might as well start getting some work done. been pottering around for the last hour getting things ready, so... oh, I've just driven straight past it, it's behind us. Sorry, field 5 is ours as well, but it doesn't need ploughing. So as soon as we're creating a new field, we will get the crop sensor on. Unfold the plough. Because it's going to be grass, it doesn't really sort of matter how close I get, I don't think. I'll probably just go about there. And create fields. Yes, so that's registering. There we go. Creating our first field. It doesn't seem to be registering the crop sensor though. Do I have to lower it? Ah, that is probably because it's not even a field yet, so I think I'll have to do it afterwards. Let me just try something. It's still on, isn't it? Aha. Yep. Okay, I'll have to go over it afterwards. So let's fold that up and I'll just drop it there. I've never played with precision farming before, like I said, apart from the multiplayer, but it seems pretty straightforward. I've heard lots of negative things about it, but it doesn't really seem... I mean, it's probably because it's different, isn't it? Some people don't like change, and me being one of them. We're going to have to allow create fields again, aren't we? There we go. I don't think I own a seeder, so I sold it, I think. Actually, it was a really small one, so we'll go a little bit bigger. We'll go bigger than we are at Oak Hill, definitely. And we'll try out some new stuff that I've not really ever tried before. But this field definitely needed ploughing up. It won't take us very long to get the sensor over this field as well. Like I said, it's best that we get this seeded today so that it can be germinated and ready for the summer for cutting. I'm not even sure. Yeah, it should germinate. And grass, I think, can be planted anytime. I don't want to get too close to that field. I don't think it really matters. And like I said, I want to get some logging done today, but I'll show you the setup I have for that. I've tried it a little bit. There was a bit of an issue with loading one of them, but the logs, that is. But hopefully it works. I didn't save it. I just came back out. So. This T8 doesn't have a problem pulling this at all. I know it's relatively low horsepower, this plough. And that's why one of the reasons why I decided to go for a higher horsepower tractor was just because I've always played with relatively low horsepower tractors because I prefer them the best. I'm a bit out of my comfort zone when it comes to large machinery, so let's push the boundaries, eh? Let's do something we're not comfortable with so we can grow. And we're going to get used to it at some point. I really want to give American Life Farming a go when that comes out. Not sure when that is. Hopefully it's soon. There's an indication it would be soon, based on Nancy Boy's Facebook. But the first look map tours I've seen of it looks really, really good. I reckon that would be really fun to play on. Okay, so this field hasn't taken as long to do at all, as you can imagine. Nice wide plough. Got just a tiny strip left. So we need to get a seeder. I'm not really sure of the size of seeder that that we're going to be able to have with only 100,000. I only left us 100,000, but I accidentally sold all the seeding equipment. Just thinking about it. Oops. Anyway, that's easily fixed. So what I'll do is I will send the case to the store and the case can bring us a seeder back, but we'll just have a look after we finish this strip what type of seeder we can actually go for and afford. And then whilst the case is doing that, we'll attach the seeder and send it back, but we'll just whiz around these two fields, might as well, with the crop sensor. Have a look at how much fertilizer to put on, because it's bound to be red or orange, I think is the case of this field. Right, hopefully this fits through the gate. We'll find out. Yes. Only just, but where do I keep it? There's a problem with these things. I'm just going to keep it here for now. Terrible reversing. I'm going to take off all my guttering and fascia. Let's just, yeah, just keep it there. We're not... Oh. Okay, let's just straight out. I'm not going to be using that bunker for a while, so let's just leave it there. It's the problem with this. If it folded a little bit more, like maybe those wings at the sides just folded twice. Perfect. Perfect mod. So seeding, because I want to get some grass in. What can we actually afford? Probably nothing that isn't of any decent size. Meh. Be economical, turn that off. Okay. So the case has, I'm sure it was, yeah, 170. So maybe we could fit one of the Kavernlands. Oh, 260 horsepower. Nice, because it's a direct drill. Okey poke. What's this? 6 metre. Oh yeah, but that's also a 6 metre. Look at the price difference. Cheap as chips. 120. I do like the Lemkins. I used a Lemkin on Chellington Valley. Ah. If we're just putting grass in for now. But that does all sorts. 10 metres. I mean, it only holds 600, but I can buy a front tank for seed. But if it's just grass, you would usually throw the grass, wouldn't you? Let's get that for grass. And let's get a front tank. So we could go for 16,400. That's 2,000 litres. Or what else we have? 11,000 for 1,500. Let's just go for this one, and we'll always use it. So let's just hop into here. Let me see if we can send him to the shop. Let's see what he does. Oh, I'm in the way. I created a loop around the farm. Let's get out of his way. Right, so we'll just wait for him to go. Let's get the crop sensor on. His tractor's really loud. I hope he doesn't get stuck anywhere, because I recorded the auto drive with the Warrior. It is a warrior I have, isn't it? Not a roadrunner. Oh, it is. It's a roadrunner, not a warrior. I get confused between the two. Anyway, I recorded it with the roadrunner, so we should have plenty of room, and I've turned the traffic off, so let's just wait until he gets to the shop. Well, let's attach this, and we can whiz through both of these fields now. It's probably going to overlap with field 5, but that's fine because it's just letting me know that I need to put some fertilizer down. And the state of this field isn't that bad. It's not red, it's orange, so it can't be totally poor. So I'm just finishing off this last little bit. I missed a little square, there we go. Just for my own sanity. I don't think I've had a note to say he's at the shop yet, so let's see. Oh, he may be at the shop. So where does this go? Do that on the front, and then this on the back. Now that looks like it has a pipe. Turn on, lower. Okay. That pipe must just be generic then, so let's get some seed. We'll get 2 and we can just keep them there. I want it to be grass. There should be plenty enough grass in there for that field and maybe the other one. Oh, that filled it up nicely. So let's see if we can get him set off now back to the farmyard. Go on. Right, well that youth's doing that. Let's do some more sensoring. Now I can imagine this field is probably pretty bad. Yeah, 0. Okay. We'll need to have a look, get on the rotation planner to see what we can actually put in this field. It's quite large. Right, our lass has just turned up at the yard. So let's get rid of that and let's take to what will be our new grass field. And as we go along, I think I will join up a few of these courses to marry in with the fields, etc. That would be quite good if we could just get them just to stop off at certain fields. Okay, so let's get course play up, and it's not going to recognise this as a field, so let's just drive along the outside of it. Hopefully it will recognise it. And if it does, we can then set this tractor up to do the seeding for us whilst we're scanning. But I am conscious, I want to try this logging trailer out as well. We may not necessarily sell any logs today, but we can certainly chop some up. Let's just slow down. Okay. I mean, that's pretty much married up, so if we put that there, sorting direction automatic, headline passes, no islands, smooth corners, 7% overlap, which is fine, 10.1 because that's the width of the seeder. Aha, there we go. There it is. So if we press back now, And if we drive course, hopefully he's going to start... Ooh, hang on. First waypoint. Let's get back. Let's see if he starts seeding for us. Hopefully he doesn't... Oh, he's probably going to end up going on to... Nah, be fine. Yeah, I didn't go in close enough to the field edge, but that's fine. I'll probably just landscape over that, actually. Okay, so we got grass going in. Let's hop out. Let's get into here. I've only just got a tiny bit left to scan on this one. So just this little bit here, and we'll be done. And then I want to hop in to our forest. I think 2 fields today is enough to get us started. And it's 4 degrees, so definitely the seed for the grass can go in. I think that's 3 degrees is the limit, so let's just pop this away. Put it in here. It's nice that we start with a loading wagon as well. It's something that I hardly ever use, a loading wagon. But I really should use more of. So let's just leave that there, and yeah, he's doing great. So let's hop into, what's this? Oh, that's the that's the harvester that I forgot I had. Okay, so I'll have to open up the menu for this because this is an auto load logging trailer that I'm going to try and use. The idea is that I'm going to clear this area here, and we'll expand the yard. We'll start buying all the fields. See here, there's on the map there is 4 plots. So I've got 1, and then we will hopefully end up clearing all 4 and just having one big working farm. That would be fantastic. So let's take some trees down first. Now, I don't know how long these will be. So when I cut them down, well, it's tree info's 39 metres, so we got that already. This trail will only hold 12, so that's 3 lengths of 12 on this tree. But where is 12? That is the question. Yeah. And I may have to turn super strength on for this as well. That's a little bit cheaty, but... So let's see what we've got. It's hard to tell. So about 1/3. Probably about there. And that's 24. Oh, I did quite well there, actually. Let's go here. So what's that? 9. Oh, 15. I really didn't cut that in half. This first piece should be okay. Yeah, 11.6. That was almost bang on the money. So I'm hoping we can just turn super strength on for a second so I can move these out the way. Okay, it's not going to let me. It's fine, temporary turn it on. It doesn't really matter if we have any hanging out the back. Okay, so if I get into here, and I pull up alongside this, now this won't work with an Xbox controller, it will only work if you memorise the number pads here, so well, there you go. All I did was press B and it auto-loaded them. Pretty decent. Let's sort this overhang out though. It's only a tiny bit. Let's see if we can chop that on. So by next time I'll have most of this full, hopefully. Let's do another one. That worked quite well. So this one is just as big, so we can get another 3 off this. Something you must know about me is that I'm really no good at logging, especially when it comes to handling it with machinery like wheel loaders and forwarders. Absolutely not. Not for me. Not the task for me. But this auto load, that's attractive because I can do that. Get to the end. So let's see. Let's go here. 15 metres, never mind. Just need a tape measure really. And that's probably no better. Gosh, can't see because of the bush. 10.8, well that's not that bad. So B at the top there, it says start auto load wood. So if I turn that on, and if I drive up next to them, actually I'm going to turn it off for a second because the last time I tried and I was reversing up next to them, they took them before I was actually lined up with them. I'll slowly drive up next to them. See, they did that to me before, but that's no biggie. That's quite small, I can move that. Hopefully I can move that one, yeah. There we go. And we have a little bit of overhang, but I'm not going to chop that off because that is money. See if we can move that up a bit. There we go. Whoop. Okay, so we'll just leave that there. The case has finished. So let's stop them and let's just fill in the gaps. Just on the field, there we go. Just make sure we've covered all the corners. We don't want any grass gaps. And we might as well go to the edge here. It's hardly used any seed. Decent. We will hardly use any seed anyway, just sorting this little bit out. Just before I head down there, let's go do this corner, because I keep thinking about it now. So next time we can get some fertilizer on this. Let's get some more logging done. Let's get some seed in the ground. I only just realised, look how fast this is seeding. 24 miles an hour. I did not notice that when I went into the shop. Decent. Okay. Let's just do this little corner bit here as well. Don't want to get any onto this field. There we go. Let's take this back. So what I'll do is I'm going to leave this all attached because we'll use this again. It actually worked really well. So we'll leave that there. And we'll leave the episode here as well. So hopefully something different. I think I'll quite enjoy this actually. Let's just try stuff that we haven't really done before. I'm not used to using Courseplay Auto Drive, all this logging stuff, malarkey. Let's see if we can grow fast. I know we're on seasons, but once we get everything all sorted, next year we're going to be so productive. So as always, if you've enjoyed yourself, please give the video a thumbs up, and I'll catch you next time. Cheerio.